times about a story of how I came to Bible college and how I was just going to come for 2 semesters, but here I am graduating, and how I'm that guy that all the registrars warn you about how you should plan to take classes as if you're graduating, even though you're not planning to come for 4 semesters. But I've scrapped that whole thing and just rewrote this new one shortly before this because it didn't feel right for tonight. I felt like God was telling me to share about something else. And it's because Bible college and York in particular have changed my life in so many ways that I would have to be up here for the next 3 hours to tell you about it all. But when I first started Bible college, my entire semester, that first one, it was all just so God could show me one thing. And it was something that was really, 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 really simple. But I also think that it's one of the most important things that God has ever shown me. And it's one of the most important things in my life. And God spent a lot of time breaking me down so that I could start with this simple little fact as the cornerstone of my life. And it was something that I knew, but I didn't really know it. It wasn't my own. It wasn't something that I could cling on to, and it wasn't something that I would defend because I knew it, but I didn't know it as the truth in my life and the center of everything. And the simple little fact was this, that God is good. And that's it. That's the simple fact that changed everything for me. And some of you might be thinking, wow, it took him so long to figure out that God is good. How the heck is he passing any of his classes here at Bible college? And it's a good question. I grew up my whole life going to church and going to Sunday school and youth group and stuff like that. And I loved going. I wasn't dragged all the time. I don't know if my parents remember, but I distinctly remember this one night in Colorado where we had Wednesday night youth group, but they were tired and didn't want to drive me and my siblings to youth group. And my siblings didn't really want to go either, but I wanted to go. And so I stood outside of our window on our porch just chanting, I want to go to youth group. And when I got tired of yelling, I got my little spy voice recorder and recorded it into that and just kept that on repeat, going, I want to go to youth group. And now that I think about it, I can see why people thought I was annoying when I was younger. So I'm sorry. But after all that exposure and everything growing up in the church, by age 19 when I started Bible college, I still hadn't figured out that God was good. I'd heard that God was good, and other people had said he was. And as it turns out, the key point of the entire book of Job is that God is good, not that dragons and leviathans exist. They learned that at Bible college, another key reason to come. And I'd heard it, but I didn't understand it in the same way. And as all the other students that were in Bible study methods can tell you from Matthew 7, verses 24 to 29, it's not the hearing that counts. Both the wise man in that story who built his house on the rock and the foolish man that built his house on the sand, they both heard the words of Jesus, but it was the doing that counted. And that's what Bible college is for me. It was seeing the people that were doing and felt bad when they weren't, that they would constantly ask me if I was doing things. Had I done my devotions today? Did I spend time with God? What was God showing me? What do you think this passage means? And many other similar natured questions. And as I'm graduating, there are so many things that I'm going to miss about York. So many great memories with so many even greater people over my 3 semesters here. I'm going to miss Zach doing stupid stuff like our Audrey Hepburn war and carrying massive coolers in the Dales, shouting strength and honor the whole time. Because we just watched Gladiator. And like our workout group with Jamie, Hoy, Ted, Albert, and Ben. And mine and Ben synchronized burpees the whole time. And then Tuesday, this last week, I almost started tearing up, realizing that would have been the last time I got to hear Abby lead worship after a year and a half of it. And so many other things that I'm going to miss. But the number one thing that I'm going to miss from Bible college is the people that are regularly asking me about God and challenging me and to spend more time with him and asking me what he's been showing me and encouraging me to keep my focus on him and to keep running the race. So this graduation is bittersweet for me, but I'm so thankful for all the staff and the interns and the students and everyone here that's making it so hard to leave. And even if some of us never see each other again, thankfully we all know where we're going. So I'll see you guys all in heaven. And to end in the words of Abraham Lincoln, be excellent to each other and party on, dudes.